here at thehanshintigers.com. We're going to first look into a request from Johnny Pepperston about the Colonel Sanders' famous Japanese baseball curse. That's right. And the anonymous author begins, "You've probably vaguely heard of the mysterious link between Colonel Harlan Sanders, founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and the Hanshin Tigers Baseball Club. But let me drop 2 bombs on you. The information you heard was filled with inaccuracies. Still, the story behind the curse is not without charm, so here's my attempt to concisely and accurately recount what happened. First, the background. The Tigers won Central League pennants in 1962 and 1964, but quickly fell into bridesmaid roles as the Yomiuri Giants peeled off 9 straight championships in subsequent years. After that, the team bumbled in mediocrity for another decade or so, until at long last, they had a magical season in '85. With a few games left, and needing a tie or a win against the Yakult Swallows. At Meijing Jingu Stadium on October the 16th, the team came from behind, knotted the score at 5 in the 9th, and ultimately recorded 3 outs in the home half of the 10th inning to ensure themselves first place for the first time in 21 years. Water Boils, thank you for the super chat. Water Boils says Merry Christmas and offers 3 Christmas trees. Thank you, Water Boils. Fans in the Kansai area, hundreds of miles from their heroes, could not control their joy. Gathering outside of Dotonbori Canal, they began to sing out the players' cheer songs one by one, according to the team's batting order. Judy Davenport with a super chat. Thank you, Jude. Judy says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Much appreciated, Ms. Davenport. Thank you. For reasons only known to the delirious and inebriated, a fan resembling each player would jump into the sludgy, high-polluted river upon completion of his song. Mayumi, jumper. Hirota, jumper. Randy Bass, no doppelganger, no jumper. Luckily, some intoxicated fans had a brilliant idea. They stormed a nearby Kentucky Fried Chicken and attempted to abscond with the smiling statue of Colonel Sanders from outside the shop. The first Colonel statue, incidentally, was brought back to Japan from Canada in 1971. From then on, the Colonel has stood guard outside of Japanese KFC shops. Recently, though, they have been converting the statues to sitting Sanders. Despite the staff's frenzied attempts to stop the mob, the drunken hooligans got violent, kidnapped the Colonel, hoisted him in the air multiple times, sang Bass's cheer song, and threw the statue into the river. It sank into the murky waters, and from that time on, star slugger Masayuki Kakefu got beamed in 1986, ending a 663-game Iron Man streak. A month later, he returned for 11 days before injuring his shoulder while in the field. Elder Gones, thank you for the super chat. Elder Gones says, a Merry Christmas and peace to all. Thank you, Elder. Quite a good message. He suffered a 3rd injury that August, breaking another bone. He ultimately retired after the 1988 season at the tender age of 33. Ace pitcher Chikafuso Ikeda broke his heel bone while covering first base in the same year. The team finished the following season with its worst winning percentage ever, .331. Bass was dismissed in the middle of the '88 season in the following year when he failed to return to Japan after an extended time in America, where he was taking care of his ill son. Zacchaeus Hundley, thank you for the super chat. Or Zacchaeus Hundley. Zacchaeus says, I love this channel. Hello, Bill, and hello, chat, and Merry Christmas. And Zacchaeus includes a Christmas tree. Thank you, Zach. The team lost out on 12 consecutive first-round draft pick lotteries. The streak ended in 2012 when manager Yuto Wada pulled the winning ballot in the Shintaro Fujinami sweepstakes. And finally, the team got win another pennant until 2003, an 18-year gap, most of which was spent at or near the bottom of the standings. So how did this curse become an urban legend? In my opinion, this is the fun part of the story, continues the author. For the first 2 seasons after the incident, no one spoke of any curse. It was just baffling that such a strong team could so quickly become so weak. Nothing more. While there was and still is a popular late-night TV show called The Night Scoop, on which viewers send in questions or requests for the show to solve particular mysteries. On the first request, answered by the show in March of 1988, they were commissioned to recover the sunken statue of Colonel Sanders. When they tried and failed 4 times over the course of the next month, the hosts of the show apparently said, "Until the Colonel is rescued and cleansed of the sludge, Hanshin has no hopes of winning a championship." And so a legend is born. As the years went by and the team continued to embarrass itself, more and more credibility was given to the curse. In either case, let's flash forward to 2009, during the annual routine cleaning of the Dotonbori Canal. At around 4 p.m., Osaka city workers discovered something. And this video clearly shows that the infamous incident as it happened. I see the Colonel up there in a sign. Oh, there's the hand of the Colonel right there, evidently. That's cool. And he's grabbing the hand of the Colonel somehow. Maybe the hand got separated. It was the Colonel. First, his upper body, although it was handless, was found around 180 meters, where he first dove into the grime. A proper search for the rest of the statue was scheduled for the next day, and it took just 3 minutes to find the right hand. A short time later, the lower half of the body was found, and for the first time in 24 years, Colonel Sanders was able to stand near Dotonbori Canal. Relief swept across Tigers Nation, and expectations were that the team would win it all in 2009.